Hey, so God's salvation leads to our salvation. When we stand for His salvation, then our deliverance will come at the return of Jesus Christ. Right now, you got a lot of people filing counterclaims trying to get their deliverance. The adversary will oppress down, use oppression, or manipulate circumstances and cause people to need resources to deliver themselves. I just heard a story on the radio where a lady is now, she doesn't know if she's going to be able to afford her apartment or car payments and stuff like that. Well, that's an opening wedge for Satan to come along and go, ha, 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 here, I got what you need, and he'll start counting out whatever you need. It's an opening wedge for the adversary to come in. You now have your deliverance. You didn't stand for God's deliverance. God's deliverance calls us to stand and go, well, I believe God's going to get me out of this situation, and it's not going to take extra resources outside of what I already make, because God is a perfect provider and He's provided me with everything I need. And now my duty is to glorify God within His provision. Satan wants people to file counterclaims so that they get their deliverance. Here, 1, 2, 3,000. How much do you need so you can make your car payment? Now, once you're under His control, now you've gone outside of God's perfect provision for you. Now, that's why we don't lean on each other. You know, I had an apartment, and my cousin had to move. He felt called to move, and I was able to stand and maintain those things with the provision that the Lord provided. Now, man comes along, the three-ring circus, the devil who's entered the church, 2 Corinthians 11:14 comes along, starts pressing down and starts making my wages go down. Now, what do? Do I just allow this opening wedge to say, come along, say, here, I've got your deliverance? Or do I stand for God's salvation and say, God's perfect provision is enough? When the devil starts pressing down and taking away God's provision, now he's entered into a terrible zone for him, because that's a second witness against the adversary. He pressed down Jesus all the way to the grave, and Jesus would not allow the enemy to come along with his messengers and uphold him. Think about it.